What's up, you guys? Thank you for tuning into my channel where we focus on finance, real estate, and other life topics. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and turning on the notification bell as I am posting on a weekly basis. Alright guys, so today I want to discuss mortgage refinance and is it the right time for you to refinance your mortgage? Now, buying a house is probably one of the biggest decisions you'll make in your life. Whether or not you choose to refinance your mortgage at some point is also a very big decision. So my goal in this video is to help you walk through that process and some of the things to consider so that you can make a more informed decision. Now, refinancing may be a great way to bring down your mortgage payment, take out a new loan for an important purchase, or pay off your mortgage sooner. Now, COVID-19 has impacted interest rates and mortgage refinance is appealing to so many people right now. When the Federal Reserve dropped interest rates in response to COVID-19, homeowners began to think whether or not it made sense to refinance their existing mortgage. Now guys, there are many factors to consider, but if you are worried about meeting in person to refinance your mortgage, the good news is that many lenders are providing the experience virtually right now. You can work with your loan officer online, via the bank's loan portal, by email, by phone, and even video call, so that you get an in-person feeling but keep it virtual. Now, with many things in life, I've always believed you need to have a powerful why. So the first step in this case is, why do you want to refinance? Before you refinance, you should consider your goals for refinancing. Do you want to reduce the amount of interest you're paying over the long term? Do you want to consolidate debts at a lower interest rate? Do you want to reduce your monthly payment? Knowing your goals will help you determine the best type of refinance for your situation and decide whether any closing costs are worth it. Now, when considering when to refinance, when to do it, there are some situations in which it may make sense. If you're in an adjustable rate mortgage or an interest-only loan and you want a more traditional mortgage, like a fixed rate, where you don't have to worry about your loan amount going up or down and you are paying down both principal and interest. Another good option is if you want to shorten your mortgage term and are okay with maybe a slightly higher payment, but want to save on interest over the life of the loan. For example, some people may switch from a 30-year mortgage to a 15-year or even a 20-year mortgage if it makes sense to do so. Interest rates are considerably lower than what they were when you took out your mortgage. The recommended guide is that you save at least 3/4 to maybe 1% of the rate. So if you have a 5% interest rate right now and you can lower your rate to 4%, this may be a good move. Now, you must not just consider your rate. You must also ask yourself, how long do you plan on living in the property after you refinance? Now, asking yourself if you're going to be in the home long enough to recoup your closing costs is an important question. In order to do this, you need to calculate your mortgage break-even point. Refinancing your mortgage can be quite expensive. So let's say that you go through the process and the underwriter is telling you that after you refinance, you can save $200 a month on your mortgage. Let's say that they tell you your payment will go down by $200. Now, on the surface, that may seem really good, and you may ask yourself, where do I sign? But again, before we sign any papers, we need to look at the entire picture. So in our example, let's say that the closing costs, which are the costs to complete this refinance, let's say your closing costs are $8,000. So in order to save $200 per month, it's going to cost you $8,000. Would you do it? Again, in order to answer that question and make an informed decision, we'd have to take $8,000 divided by 200 per month, and that would give us our mortgage break-even point, which is 40. This means that it would take you 40 months or 3.33 years to recoup the amount that you paid out of pocket to refinance your mortgage. And then after that point, you would truly benefit from the savings. So let's say if you plan to move in the next 1 to 2 years after refinancing, it may not make sense for you to refinance as it's going to cost you more money to do so than any savings you would realize. Now let's discuss when to hold off on a refinance. If any of these situations apply, refinancing may not be the best choice for you at this time. You may be considering refinancing so you can fix up and sell your home, but refinancing usually involves closing costs. If you do not stay in the home long enough to save more money than you spent to refinance, it's not worth it. However, before deciding against refinancing, check to see if you qualify for refinancing options without closing costs. If your existing mortgage has a substantial prepayment penalty, refinancing may be a disadvantage. Check the terms of your current loan before deciding to refinance. Now, refinancing frequently requires an appraisal, so if your home is not in great shape, you may want to wait until after you've made some repairs so that you get the maximum value for your home. Now, most lenders will usually allow you to refinance up to 75 to 80% of the value of the property. This is also known as the LTV, or loan to value. So for a cash out refinance, let's say that your home is worth $300,000 and you owe $180,000 on your current mortgage. This means that you'd be able to refinance or take out a mortgage up to 75 or 80% of the $300,000 value. For this example, let's say you go with 80%. So you would take $300,000 times 80%, which equals $240,000. So you would take $240,000, deduct your mortgage balance of $180,000. That would leave you with a cash out of $60,000. So whether or not to refinance your mortgage is definitely a personal matter. Rates are historically low, so now is a great time to take advantage of these low rates. But once again, keep in mind some of the things that we've discussed in this video. So with everything going on right now, do you think now is a great time to refinance? What do you consider when thinking about refinance? Please leave your feedback in the comments section. If you found value in the video, please give it a like, share, and subscribe to the channel, as I am providing valuable content updates on a weekly basis. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time.